Servus und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Divinity Original Sin. Wir sind ja jetzt hier stehen geblieben, haben da 3 Seeleuten beim letzten Mal eine neue Arbeit beschafft und ein bisschen die Stadt erkundet. Ja, und werden jetzt mal hier in das Lagerhaus reingucken, mal gucken, was da drin ist. Grüß Gott, Servus, Moin. Können wir natürlich nichts mitnehmen, weil wenn wir jetzt da was öffnen würden, dann wahrscheinlich die Wachen sofort auf uns losgehen. Würde ich jetzt mal ganz frech behaupten. Wer ist denn er? Horatius.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse, snooping around? If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGee.
Aha.
As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders. That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here instead of mine. Even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be.
Ja, das ist doch auch mal lustig.
God, duty's not so bad, eh?
Would be quite a bit better.
Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs. I tell ya, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field. We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour. And of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, though my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter.
Oh Gott, der knabbert einem echt das Ohr ab.
Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as greet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about godly duty and security breaches. This Jake business is quite the scandal, no? I myself suspect his wife Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself, and there's his children to consider. But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident.
Aha, okay.
Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here. That fusspot said what? Well, old Loose Lips will let that lowly backbiter know what he thinks about that. Hey.
Oh.
So, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty, indeed. Put up your fists.
Are you mad? We're guards, not drunks on the street.
Enough! Both of you! What is this barbarism? Back to your post at once!
Sir, this is an important matter. A matter of honor.
Such matters are to be settled on your own time. Understood?
Understood, sir.
Such bickering is all that thieves need to sneak by unnoticed.
It won't happen again, sir.
It better damn well not.
Hoppala, haben wir da jetzt einen Streit vom Zaun gebrochen?
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the 2 idiots hiding their pet orc here.
Was?
Away from there, you pilferer. That room is off limits to the likes of you, so close that door. Good. But do not tempt fate again, or my...
Oh, wie er gleich abgeht, hey. -10. Spinnt der?
Courteous, proud protector of this house of Legion goods. Courteous is my name, the Legion is my calling. This is a storing house for Legion supplies, perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it.
Mhm. Okay. Gut, das war jetzt weniger aufschlussreich. Ja, dann erkunden wir die Stadt noch ein bisschen. Eieiei, da links sieht man schon die ganzen Leichen am Strand. Das reinste Blutbad da unten. Ah, was haben wir denn hier? Na? Bis auf weiteres geschlossen. Hausbesetzer draußen bleiben. What? Na, was ist das für ein gelber Stern da? Das wäre mal interessant. Amboss kombinieren. Warte mal. Pfeilschaft? Nichts. Okay, gut. Dann eben nicht. Schleifsteinrad. Brennofen. Merkwürdig. Sehr merkwürdig. Naja, gucken wir mal, was hier in den Fässern drin ist. Naja.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
I need to dry off.
Naja.
I'm overheating here.
Was haben wir hier? Bestatter Leichenhaus. Aha. Na, will die Kiste. Oh, wieso mache ich es mir eigentlich so schwer? Geht doch so auch. Fallenentschärferwerkzeug. Oh. Silbererz, okay. Aha. Geht's hier lang?
The sun is out. And yet, I feel a cold inside my soul. The bane of age, the crux of years. Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth. To break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you. O sapling rose, O leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance, thy kind ministrations. I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more. Will I regale thee, O whelp of men, with my tale? But not here, where the winds may steal my words.
Ah, ja, alles klar.
You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, You are truly a wonder. Oh, budding flower of the morn. Yet, that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature. So let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there, so that we can warm our bones, yet make shiver our hearts with a tale of loss and sorrow.
Ah ja. Neuer Tagebucheintrag, okay. Mussten wir nicht sowieso in das Gasthaus rein? Wartet mal. Ah, das oberste ist dann das nächste, okay. Mord für Jack, dessen Frau ist mir aussieht, dass er seine Zweifel habe. Könnte sie wirklich eine Quellenjägerin sein? Es ist unsere Aufgabe, darüber zu urteilen. Vielleicht sollten wir selbst mit ihr sprechen. Zum Hauptquartier der Legion im Zentrum. Und den Hauptmann aufsuchen, okay. Okay, also wir müssen... Das ist jetzt halt wieder so Nebenquest-technisch wahrscheinlich. Das ist halt ein bisschen undurchsichtig, finde ich.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Das mit dem Quest, das ist halt ein bisschen undurchsichtig, finde ich, aber ansonsten hört sich sehr interessant an, diese Geschichte. Weil wir sind Quellenjäger und jagen Magier, so wie es aussieht. Oder welche, die wo Quellenmagie benutzen, sagen wir es ja so.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before.
Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
Nicht erreichbar. Ach nö. Weg damit. Ah.
Don't let that rooster escape. He's already on the menu for tonight.
Isn't it a chicken's destiny to be eaten? We should catch it and give it back to the cook.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. I don't want to see this poor chicken here slaughtered. I want him free, free, free!
If the chef makes something especially tasty, maybe he'll give us a nibble for helping him out.
Das ist cool. Aber das wäre jetzt als Zweispieler, wäre das jetzt cool.
Look at that cute little beak. Can you really condemn that face to the cleaver?
Oha. Alter, die kriegt 3 Punkte und nicht nur 2? Was soll denn das? Das ist doch nicht zum Gewinnen für mich, oder? Oder vielleicht doch? Oh! Nein! Na!
All right, we'll do it your way.
Why did you let my chicken escape?
Ja, entschuldigt. Falltür? Aha. Aha. Schweinchen hat er doch auch noch. Ah, dafür brauchen wir ja dieses Tierfreund-Talent. Aber ich will jetzt da ungern was klauen, weil nicht, dass jetzt dann doch einer daherkommt, wisst ihr? Das wäre nicht so gut. Ja, weil man weiß nie, wer wo zusieht. Hey. Das ist das Schlimme. Weil gerade dann kommt irgendeiner in den Keller. Wer sind Sie? Quartiermeister. Aha, okay. Naja.
Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
Wer ist er?
Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes, if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success.
Aha.
Lieutenant Selenia at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I for one have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Die zwei Orden konkurrieren anscheinend, okay.
And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction. The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death.
Ja, das werden wir wahrscheinlich dann auch machen. Irgendwann.
I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you. If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. But so far, none of their participants have returned.
Oh.
3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all. There's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade, and yet a light shines from its pinnacle every night.
Das ist merkwürdig.
The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out whether or not those are mere tall tales. I fear for their safety. There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say?
Ja.
A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead. Supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery.
Oha.
All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition. So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many Legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines.
Mhm.
The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
Nicht schlecht, nicht schlecht. Was hatten die? Eine fette Axt. Aha. Antike Lederrüstung. Für Mitternachtshilfe, Felsschlag, Donnersprung. Okay. Ja, dann gucken wir mal, dass wir jetzt nur den Hauptmann finden. Ah, jetzt haben wir anscheinend wieder aus dem Lager raus. Okay. Fallenentschärferwerkzeug. Na, wenn wir das schon gehabt hätten in dem Dungeon, dann hätten wir da wahrscheinlich weitermachen können. So.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Was haben wir hier? Hauptquartier der Legion. Ah, sehr gut. Oh, liegt hier viel rum. Nein, ganz cool. Nix klauen.
What have we here then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear?
Ja, ja, wir wollen ja keinen Ärger hier.
I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. He just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town. Not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined. But report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
Okay.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past.
Also der hat echt keine hohe Meinung von den Quellenjägern, hey.
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition. If you must.
Oh, ja, ein bisschen, was muss er uns schon noch sagen?
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all. How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Syseal stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Syseal.
Entschuldigung.
We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
Yeah.
I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Okay, gut. Dann würde ich sagen, gucken wir uns beim nächsten Mal noch ein bisschen um. Und dann würde ich sagen, machen wir uns langsam auf den Weg ins Gasthaus, um ja, den Mordfall zu untersuchen, mit diesem alten Elfen da zum Reden und ja, mal gucken, was uns dann noch alles erwarten wird. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn dem so ist, liken und abonnieren nicht vergessen und mit aktivierter Glocke verpasst ihr keine weiteren Videos und Livestreams und ich freue mich, wenn ihr das nächste Mal wieder einschaltet, wenn es heißt Let's Play Divinity Original Sin. Servus und ciao.